For a modern police officer, the Mobile Data Terminal, or MDT, functions as the central command center in the field. Through this interface, an officer maintains real-time access to dispatch communications, standard reporting applications, and the secure network home drives that house critical files. The physical streets present obvious dangers, but the digital landscape is unforgiving. A single point of hardware failure can blind an officer on patrol, and a minor security lapse can compromise classified agency data. Surviving this environment requires mastering the tactical triad, a strict operational discipline covering hardware survivability, signal strategy, and cyber defense. Operational readiness starts the moment the MDT is deployed, long before a siren ever switches on. The first pillar is the physical machine itself. Field maintenance and interface management dictate its lifespan. Officers must actively toggle the Panasonic day-night mode. Utilizing the dark interface at night preserves the officer's natural night vision, directly impacting field safety during low-light traffic stops. Standard cleaning guidelines are required to keep the hardware responsive. Accumulated dirt and debris in the cruiser will quickly degrade keyboard functionality and block essential input ports. Heat is the primary destroyer of these devices. Transporting an active, running MDT inside a backpack eliminates all airflow, forcing the machine to cook itself from the inside out. Because of this rapid thermal overload, agency mandate dictates that the MDT must be completely shut down before any manual transport. The same physics apply to the cruiser. Leaving a unit running inside an unair-conditioned patrol car during the peak of summer will push the internal components past their failure point. A thermally destroyed terminal leaves an officer just as isolated as a hacked one. Hardware discipline sets the baseline for network security. The second pillar requires managing an invisible environment. Cellular coverage is highly volatile, shifting constantly based on tower proximity, natural terrain, and local network load. Stepping into a signal dead zone immediately strips an officer of real-time intelligence and cuts off location tracking. Consider a tactical scenario: an officer pursuing a suspect on foot into a large commercial warehouse, or conducting an investigation deep inside an office complex. Modern construction relies on concrete and internal steel rebar. This dense grid actively intercepts incoming electromagnetic waves, creating a Faraday cage. As radio waves hit the steel mesh, they dissipate. The cellular connection is completely severed, isolating the officer from dispatch. Tactical positioning in the modern era means anticipating these invisible electromagnetic barriers as readily as physical cover. The final pillar, cyber defense, starts at the curb. Leaving an MDT running inside an unattended, unlocked patrol vehicle invites an immediate local threat. The system utilizes cached credentials to keep the session active. If a thief accesses that unlocked terminal, they bypass all external security walls and drop straight into the law enforcement network. During active raids, officers face a different threat vector. There is an immense temptation to plug a recovered thumb drive directly into the MDT to check for evidence. That drive could easily be a USB killer. It is engineered to violently discharge internal capacitors, sending a massive electrical surge directly into the motherboard. While a USB killer destroys the hardware loudly, a malware payload operates silently, using that same port to quietly drop an infiltration script into the agency network. These digital traps extend to the officer's inbox. Identifying phishing emails by checking for mismatched sender domains, urgent demands for credentials, and suspicious attachments is a mandatory daily routine. Stolen hardware or phished credentials allow bad actors to package agency data for sale on the dark web. A dark web leak directly exposes the identities of confidential informants and broadcasts the details of ongoing undercover operations to global criminal syndicates. A single device in a patrol car is a gateway to the entire department. A physical breach of field hardware provides a direct point of entry into the internal agency network. The security of the network is built on officer habits. Training and daily compliance form the primary defense against infiltration. Physical care of the hardware, tactical awareness of signal limits, and strict cyber vigilance are intrinsically linked. The simple act of shutting down a laptop before tossing it in a bag carries the exact same operational weight as identifying a sophisticated phishing scam. The officer is the ultimate firewall. Mastering these protocols is non-negotiable. Protect the machine, protect the data, and you protect the mission.